Hey guys. Okay, so please pardon my sweat. I am in my home sauna right now, okay? And I'll be in here for about another 29 minutes. All right, so I'm gonna make this as quickly as I possibly can. Again, please pardon my appearance. Pardon my appearance, first and foremost. But I wanted to get this message out while it's fresh in my mind, capture it in the moment. So I was just sitting in here and I'm thinking, and a thought came in my mind. And it was about, and what I'm about to talk about has to do with entertainment, celebrities, and the occult, and how to recognize when there is a ritual or a sort of storyline that is playing out. Okay. So this is going to talk about, pretty much recognizing the signs, the patterns, and things like that. When it comes to celebrities. So, do you guys remember when Kevin Gates was talking about Savannah and LeBron's relationship? And he made a comment on social media saying that he didn't want a woman like Savannah because Savannah doesn't look at LeBron the way that white women look at LeBron. His words, not mine. So, he knows for sure what he meant by that. But I get the gist of what he's saying, okay? So I guess, he's pretty much implying with that statement that Savannah doesn't look at LeBron with stars in her eyes. Okay, so I feel like that's what he's saying. So remember patterns and synchronicities, and when it comes to celebrities, a lot of those people are initiated into. I don't want to say initiated, but they have signed an oath. I'll say to Masonic occult energies, okay? In order to gain fame and fortune, notoriety, and things like that. So, a lot of the times, things that happen in the Masonic realm, in the occult realm in general, you will see that play out. So, when he says that, his name is Kevin Gates, is the connection that I'm making. So, when we think about gates, right? When we think about gates, I'm going to do a little bit of etymology. We're thinking about something opening up, a gateway, a portal of sorts, right? So follow me if you're still here with me. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I promise you I will never come on this sweaty again, but I wanted to capture it in the moment while I'm in the sauna. So please like this video. Okay, so what was I saying? So Kevin Gates, his name in and of itself is a gate. So when you think of a gate, you're thinking of a portal opening up, a gateway of sorts opening up, right? To allow you to come in or whoever's behind that gate to come out. Okay. So energy to come in and energy to come out. So when Kevin Gates mentions how he didn't want a woman like Savannah because Savannah doesn't look at LeBron, which is a black man, the way that white women look at LeBron, meaning the way that white women look at LeBron as some may say and may argue like a meal ticket. The athletes are multimillionaires, so they're in it for the bag. They look at black men with stars in their eyes. Some may even say that white women may even fetishize black men. And again, what I'm saying is not to offend anyone. Please understand that I'm just simply making a point, okay? So that was the portal that he opened up. He opened up a portal of race, okay, the sexuality, so man and woman, right, that dynamic, and the dynamic of, I'll call it jungle fever, okay? Shout out to Spike Lee. I'll call it jungle fever. If you guys haven't watched jungle fever, like, are you living under a rock? Like, come on. But I will liken it to jungle fever, okay? Right after Kevin Gates makes that statement, what happens directly after that? Once he's opened up that gate and that portal, what happens after that? Shannon Sharpe now has a white Caucasian woman that is bringing him up on charges that is, some may argue, is pretty much trying to get a bag of sorts or a come up out of Shannon Sharpe financially. She is requesting $50 million. He offered her 10. She denied it. So now she's requesting $50 million. So some may argue that this is a money grab. This is a shakedown. So did you guys notice how Kevin Gate played the Papa Legba energy? He played the Bawon energy, which is the gatekeeper, right? The person that is the energy of the ancestors that is guarding the gate. He played that energy. Now, I'm not saying that he is Papa Legba. I'm talking about energy now. Okay, which is becoming of Kevin Gates, because Kevin Gates definitely, projects himself to be someone that is very spiritual, very in tune. You'll see him with feathers in his hair and things like that, right? So if you see this Kevin Gates, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I feel like, based off of how things played out, that Kevin Gates was the Papa Legba energy, the Bawon energy, okay? Two different beings, so they are not interchangeable. So I'll say, for the purposes of, because Kevin Gates is a younger man, I will say he was the Bawon energy, okay? Now, Bawon is a demigod that is the gatekeeper of the cemetery. And who is in the cemetery? People that are deceased, people that are dead, people that are no longer living, right? So Kevin Gates channeled Bowell's energy, which opened up the floodgates on Shannon Sharpe. He is now being sued. There are a lot of people that are not going to work with him anymore because of these allegations, whether they are true or not. I'm not saying that he's guilty or that he is innocent of these allegations. What I am saying is that there was a portal that was opened and it ran down on Shannon Sharpe. I say all that to say, intuitively, what I'm getting is that it's not really looking good for Shannon. It's not looking good for Shannon Sharpe. Now, I may do a part 2, but I'll say that because, Bawon, like I said, he guards the cemetery. So it's like, Shannon, what part of you did you sell? What part of your soul did you, quote unquote, sell? Or whatever the case may be, like, what part of you did you give up in order to get to where you are? Okay. And obviously it's none of my business. This is not a conspiracy. This is just me observing as the observer outside looking in and how things are playing out. And in my mind, I always look at things from a spiritual level, because I do believe that, things happen in the spirit realm and the astral realm and the, in the heavens before they happen here, right? So yeah, it's like Kevin Gates opened up that gate for that conversation, and Shannon Sharpe I feel like he's being guided to a death of his career of sorts. Definitely a major change in his career, because a death doesn't always signify everything is ending. Death can also, rebirth can come after death as well, right? So this is definitely, I'll say, an ending, and if Shannon Sharpe chooses that direction, a new beginning for him with a new mindset, having a lesson learned, right? Hopefully he learns from this, because no one is perfect, right? So yeah, I feel like this is a lesson. This is a spiritual lesson for Shannon Sharpe, and I feel like we just watched it play out, in the celebrity world, in the entertainment industry. So let me know what you guys think about that, and if you want to add your own, hypothesis or whatever the case is, feel free to leave that in the comments. If you have stayed with me this long and you have followed me this long with this particular conversation, I hope that all made sense. I hope I got it right. I hope I got my thoughts out right, because I am super hot, y'all. It is 44 degrees Celsius, which is about 100 and something degrees in here. So I hope that made sense, and let me know what you guys think. And again, I apologize for my appearance, but listen, a girl got to do what a girl got to do, and content is key. And I wanted to come in and give you guys this content while it's fresh in my mind and the moment that I thought it. All right. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this, and I will see you guys on the next one. And I will not be coming back all sweaty like this. All right. Bye, y'all. Peace.